I'm Norman Seabrook. I want to talk to you about something that's very dear to my heart, and that's watching these little kids suffer in the wintertime. They don't have clothes. I mean, they have clothes. They don't have proper hats and scarves and coats and boots, man. We got to do something for these little people, man. I mean, some of us go out here and, you know, we could afford to buy a $10 jacket from one of these or a $20 jacket and give it to a little person to stay warm for the winter. Let us try to do a little something for them too, man, because it's rough out here for a lot of parents. It's rough out here for a lot of people, man, and it's not going to get any easier as the season continues to grow. So let's try to do the best that we can for them. As a matter of fact, you can donate. There's so many places you could donate clothes to. You could donate food to for these young people. I went to a couple of times. You know, Manor. It's called Manor. It's on 168th Street in Bronx, New York City, where Christ Community Church, an organization that I belong to, we go and we give food to the less fortunate and clothes and stuff like that, clothing. And man, it's heartbreaking, man. And you really don't realize until you see it up close. You really don't. You don't know what it's like until you see it. And some of you may see it in your own homes, and some of you may see it, while you're watching this video. But I'm telling you, it hurts my heart. It should hurt your heart too, when you got a little person, man, and they don't have anything, man. And it's just heartbreaking, and it makes you, it just takes your breath away. I mean, these kids, they didn't ask to come here, but they're here. And it's our responsibility to do the right thing and do the best that we can for them. A child that doesn't know any better doesn't know. But you could overcome that. You can overcome that because if you really think about it, heck, Jesus Christ was homeless. He was in a manger, back of the barn. But he made it. He's our leader. So you can do the same thing. You could encourage these young children to take care of themselves. You could help them instead of trying to hurt them all the time. Stop abusing them. Stop, destroying their lives. Swallow your pride and allow them to grow. Don't be afraid to ask. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. So I'm hopeful that you make a donation to Life Manor in the Bronx. It's an organization, a Christian organization that tries to do the best that they can for anyone. That you don't have to be a member of the church or anything. You just live in the community. You just come to the community. You're hungry, they're going to feed you. And I'm not talking about they're giving you canned food to take home. They're giving you bags of beans. They're giving you flour. They're giving you eggs. They're giving you dairy products. They're giving you meat products. They're giving you food to take home that you could cook for you and your family. This is a holiday season, man, and there are many more holiday seasons to come. But we have to be able to is help each other, because if we don't, we're destined for failure. We really, really are, and we got to do better than that. This January, we have President Donald Trump taking over for President Joe Biden. And I suspect that the country is going to do better, and we're going to have to do better. It can't be no worse than where we're at right now. I mean, we got everybody coming at us, so we might as well, stand tall, stand guard, do what it is that we're supposed to do, restore the faith in each other. We just celebrated Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. If we're celebrating all three of those things in the same week and two of them are on the same day, that should be a clear indication that it's time for a change. That should be a clear indication that we need to do things a little bit differently, and we need to start to do them now as opposed to waiting. I think that it's important that we do those things. I think it's important that we stop talking about it and be about it. I think it's important that we allow ourselves to be able to exchange ideas without discriminating or fighting with each other. I think it's important that we come up with real resolutions to the problems that we're facing, not only in our country, but in our city, in our borough, in our state. I think that those things are important. I think that it's important that we get the help that's needed for those with the mental health issues that affect us in this country, in this city, and in this state. There are so many people that are homeless and walking around the city of New York or other places, unfortunately, lighting people on fire on subways, human torches, if you will, and in the subway system, shootings that are taking place in the system. I think that you have to really be disconnected not to see and feel what's going on in the United States, in the city of New York, in the state of New York. It's sad that we spend more time worrying about things that don't concern us as opposed to worrying about the things that we need to take care of so that we avoid the future issues of individuals lighting people on fire on a train. That's horrible. That's despicable. That's not even human. That's horror movie stuff. And it's happening right in front of us, and nobody's doing anything about it. We'll talk about it, and then next week it'll be on to another story of who decided to do what to someone. There's no resolutions. We just keep trying to skip the process, and that's why I said you can't skip the process. We have to deal with whatever it is that is going on and get a resolution to it, as opposed to we will have to repeat it again. And it's unfortunate, but that's just some of the elected officials, I say, that we have that's supposed to represent our best interests. Are they really representing our best interests, or are they representing their own interests? Because it obviously is not trickling to effect where it's affecting different organizations or different communities or communities of color, for that matter. People don't want to talk about it. I'll talk about it. I don't have a problem talking about it because it's a reality. And when you start to run away from things and not want to deal with them as a reality, you find yourself trying to play catch up. And when you try to play catch up, that's trying to skip the process. Doesn't work. Back to square one again. So I think that we have to do better. We have to do better with the mental health. We have to do better with the education system. We have to do better with our allies and our adversaries. Bring us all together. Let us try to make this a better place for all of us. Like you heard me say, we just had Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa fall in the same week. Christmas and Hanukkah on the same day. So let's try and Kwanzaa the next day. Let's do something different. Let's make the change that we're supposed to make. This is not personal about a person that I'm trying to attack. That's not it at all. This is personal for me to know that I'm doing what I have been instructed to do. That's where I'm coming from. And someone asked me, they said, Norm, do you do conventions, auditoriums, meetings? Yeah, you can definitely reach out to me and we could have a conversation about me being a guest speaker or me being a speaker at one of your events, or a speaker that would hopefully encourage you to where it is that we need to be going. Don't get me wrong. If you ask me or you hire me to be a speaker, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You may not like what I have to say, but I will always say the truth. God bless you. Reach out to me, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe. Be talking to you soon.